Yeah. So, good morning and welcome to another lecture of digital electronics, and in which we have almost completed all the basic logic gates and say the two spatial gates and two universal gates. Yesterday, we have talked about the universal gates, that is the NOR gate and NAND gate, and why they are called as universal gates. And today, we are going to continue with. Today we are going to continue with the same legacy of that. After that, we have completed the De Morgan's theorem, the two statements of De Morgan's theorems, and today I guess we will see what are the Boolean laws, right? So I was expecting you to come offline, but if it is not possible for all to come offline, so we can do it on that. So let us start with that. What are Boolean laws? So there are some laws of Boolean expressions which are very important to solve some of the equations, right? Some of the digital equations and to resolve them to implement them for particular circuits, right? So those Boolean laws that we are expecting today to study. So in all, there are seven laws, Boolean laws. So there are seven laws of Boolean expression, and we call that a Boolean algebra. And in that, we use some laws for that. So the first law of Boolean algebra, which deals with some variables that we use in the equations. The first Boolean law is called as the commutative law. Commutative law. COMMUTATIVE, commutative law. Commutative law. The explanation of this commutative law is, just remember this: the first law, the first Boolean law is commutative law. Please join it in early; it becomes difficult to join in the mid of that. So, uh, order of the variables, that is having or and say or and operations, operations can be changed. So order can be changed, and that is the that is commutative law. So order of variables can be changed. Order of it might be or it might be and operation. So or and operation can be changed. The order of variables, sorry. So it is having order of variables. This is variables. So order of variables of or and operation can be changed. Can be changed. So this is called as the commutative law, right? So commutative law deals with the change of variables from one position to the other. Now let us see that how this can be changed. So for example, we have two variables a and b. So for our operation, we write usually we write a plus b, right? Now these the position of these variables can be changed. That is the commutative law. So variables can be interchanged. So b plus a can be written like this. So this is actually the or operation, right? So A and B are two variables, and A plus B is the OR operation. So OR operation, in OR operation, A plus B can be written as B plus A. So the variables, the position of the variables can be changed. That is commutative law. Similarly, for say and operation, we will have two variables as a and b. So a dot b, so this is dot, a dot b can be equated to b dot a. This is the simplest law, right? So the positions or the position of the variables can be interchanged, right? So this is commutative law. The first law is the order of variables having or and operation. Or is in the words, right? So or is operation, or is the another one. So or and operations can be changed, right? So that can be changed. So this is how we are saying that. So a plus b can be written as b plus a. Similarly for OR operation and similarly for AND operation, A dot B can be written as B dot A. This is commutative law. This is the first law of, say, Boolean expression. The second law is, I guess you have understood this. So the second law is the associative law. Associative law. Associate, ASSOCIATIVE. So associative law. I guess it is visible to you. Expect that it is visible to you. So the first law is commutative law. COMMUTATIVE. Commutative law, and the other second one is the associative law, right? So in this associative law, any two terms in a sum means or operation, any two terms, remember this, any two terms, so any two terms in or कौन सा है एक और and operation, right? Having or in sum, that is or say product, that is and, right? So any two terms in or and operations can be grouped, can be grouped. So we can group any two variables. So any two terms or variables having in sum, that is or say the product, we can say that is and operation, can be grouped. Now how we can, how I'm telling this, what I'm writing this. So I can write with an example like that. We are having, say, three variables and we want to add them. So for OR operation, we can write like this. So A plus B plus C. So these are three variables. So A plus B plus C. So this B plus C can be grouped equal to, can be written as A plus B plus C. So this is what grouping means. So any two terms in sum or product, right? Sum means or operation and product means and operation, can be grouped. So I am grouping this. So A plus bracket B plus C, right? That can be written as A plus B plus C. So A plus B is grouped over here. Here B plus C is grouped. Similarly for AND operation, we can write like this. So A dot B dot C. So B dot C can be grouped and that can be equated to A dot B dot C. So this is associative law, right? So the first one is was the commutative law, in which we are saying that the orders of the variables in sum or say product operations can be changed. Okay, so it can be changed to any position. So A plus B can be written as B plus A. Similarly, A dot B can be written as B dot A. And in associative law, any two terms or any two variables in sum or product operations can be grouped. So we can group these two variables anytime, right? So we can, they will be same. So A plus B plus C, right? So this is in bracket. So A plus B plus C can be grouped as equal to A plus B plus C, right? Similarly for AND operation, that is A dot B dot C. This is group equal to A dot B dot C. So this can be equated like so. Any two terms can be grouped. So this is the associative law. The third law is the distributive law. So the third law is, I will start writing from here. So the third law is the distributive law. DISTRIBUTIVE. DISTRI, right? Distributive law. Yeah, so distributive law, right? So distributive law, so say the statement is factorization or multiplication of different terms is possible. Factorization. So factorization Similarly, multiplication, factorization or multiplication of variables, factorization or multiplication of variables is possible. This is the third law, which we call it as the distributive law. So factorization and multiplication of different terms is possible. Now, what is that I'm going to tell you. So for say, if I say like this, so A dot B plus A dot C, right? A dot B plus A dot C. This is the equation. A dot B plus A dot C, right? So this is the equation. So this can be written as, A common निकाला है, B plus C. As good as we do that as a factorization. So we have taken A as common. So A dot B plus A dot C can be written as A dot B plus C, right? So this is one. And for say multiplication, similarly we can write like A dot B plus C plus D. अगर ऐसे चार वेरिएबल्स हमने लिए हैं, A dot B plus C plus D ऐसा किया है. So multiplication, now this variable A can be multiplied to all. So we can write A dot B plus A dot C plus A dot D, right? So this is the distributive law. In distributive law, what we are doing, we can have a factorization, we can take common out of it, or we can multiply the bracket through this variable to all. So that is what we have already studied in our general mathematical rules, right? So this is distributive law in Boolean expression. So क्या बोले हमने, factorization and multiplication is possible of variables is possible. The fourth one is called as the AND law. So AND means AND laws. Now these are very small laws. Means what happens if you multiply a variable with 0, if you multiply it with the same variable, what happens? So that is AND law. So AND laws, there are 3 or 4 types of AND laws. Now remember this is what I need to tell you, because you'll have to write all laws like the same, right? So what we'll do, we have a sub laws in this. So the first one is A dot A, means A and the same variable. So A dot A is equal to 1, right? A dot A, sorry, A dot A is, sorry, A dot A is A. So if we have the product or ending operation of the same variable, that is A dot A is equal to A, right? Second one is, this is the first one. Second one is A dot A bar. A dot A bar. I guess it is visible to you. So A dot A bar. A dot A bar is equal to 0. Right? A dot A bar is 0. A dot, third one is A dot 0 is 0. So this is the third one, this is the second one, this is the first one, right? So A dot 0 is 0, and last one is A dot 1. So yeah, I might right here. So A dot 1 is equal to A. Remember this, these are 4 laws. These are all ANDing operations. So if you AND the same variable, the output will be the same variable, right? So A dot A is equal to A. And if you multiply the complement of that variable, means A dot A complement is equal to 0. And if you AND a variable with 0, then the output is supposed to be 0. So if any of the inputs are 0, the ANDing operation will give you 0. Similarly, if you AND a variable with 1, then what is the answer? The answer is A. Implies that if I put A equal to 0, then the output will be 0. If I put A equal to 1, the output will be 1. So whatever the variable A is there, then it will show you the same output, right? These are 4 laws of AND. So A dot A is A dot A complement is 0, A dot 0 is 0, and A dot 1 is equal to A. Now the fifth one is the OR operation. This is what I was expecting, OR laws, right? So OR laws are same like this as we have written the AND laws, right? Now put dot, instead of dot, we have to put the summation sign over there. So A plus A, the first one is A plus A will give you 1. Yeah, I guess A plus A is 1. So whatever A is, oh sorry. So it is again A plus A is A only. So whether it is 0, then 0. Yes. A plus A is A. Then we have uh, A plus A complement. A plus A complement will give you 1 because one of the terminal is one of the variable is 1. So if it is 1, then this will be 0. And if it is 0, then this will be 1. So any one of the variable is 1, then the OR operation will give you the output as 1. Similarly, if you uh, add A plus 0, so the output will be A, because whatever A will be, the output will be the same. As A dot 0 is 0, here A dot plus is A. Similarly, A dot 1, A plus 1 will give you A again. Oh, sorry, it is 1. A dot A plus 1 is 1. So these are four variables. Again, I am telling you this. A plus A is A plus A bar is 1, A plus 0 is A plus 0 is A, and A plus 1 is 1. Right? So these are four OR laws. And the last law, that is the sixth law, is called as law of inversion. Yesterday we have used this law of inversion. So we are having six laws, Boolean expression, law of inversion. Now in this it is the simplest one, that A double complement. This is what we have used yesterday. So A double complement will give you A. A double complement will give you A, right? So this is law of inversion. So there are six laws. I will again repeat it for you. So this is the first law, which we call it as commutative law. C-O-double-M, commutative, C-O-M-M-U-T-A-T-I-V-E, commutative law, right? Which says that order of variables in or and operation can be changed, can be interchanged, can be changed, right? So this is the first law, which we call it as a commutative law. Second, we have shown these are the examples. So A plus B can be written as B plus A. Similarly, A dot B in AND operation, A dot B can be written as B dot A. So this is the commutative law. The variables, the position of the variables can be interchanged. So first law is commutative law, where the orders of variables can be interchanged. I guess I am repeating it for you again. The first law of Boolean algebra is Boolean expression is commutative law, in which the order of variables in or and operations can be interchanged, right? So A plus B can be written as B plus C. Similarly, in AND operation, A dot B is equal to can be written as B dot A, right? This is the first law, that is commutative law. I guess you have understood this. Second law is called as the associative law. Associative law. The associative law means the any two terms in sum or say product in that case can be grouped. So we can group any two terms, right? So in this case, what we have done, we have taken three variables. So for OR operation, we write like this: A plus in bracket B plus C, right? Now this can be written as equal to, we are grouping these two variables now. So A plus B plus C. So any two variables, any two terms can be grouped. That is the associative law. So in the AND operation, what we are doing in AND operation, we are taking this A dot B dot C. So B dot C is being grouped, can be written as A dot B. Here A dot B is group dot C, right? So this is the associative law. Associative law means any two terms, any two variables in an equation in sum or say in AND operation, in sum operation or in AND operation can be grouped, right? So two terms we are grouping them. So likewise, so A plus B plus C, here B plus C is grouped, can be written as A plus B plus C, right? Similarly, in AND operation, A dot B dot C is grouped over here. So A dot B dot C can be written as A dot B dot C, right? So these are two laws, commutative law and associative law. The third law is called as distributive law. And in that distributive law, we can do the factorization as well as we can do the multiplication. So factorization and multiplication of the variables is possible. Factorization and multiplication of variables is possible. This is the distributive law. That is the third law of Boolean expression, right? So this statement states that, for example, if we are having an equation like this, A dot B plus A dot C means the A variable are same. So we can take that A as common. So we can factorize it like A as common dot in a bracket B plus C can be written as like this. So this equation A dot B plus A dot C can be written as A dot B plus C, right? So we are grouping B plus C. So that is called as actually the factorization, right? Then multiplication means we have an equation like A dot B plus C plus D in the bracket. So this A variable can be multiplied through the whole bracket and through all the variables, and the equation can be formed like A dot B plus A dot C plus A dot D. I guess dots are not being visible on the group on the screen. So we are having A dot B plus A dot C plus A dot D. So this is how distributive law can be implemented for multiplication. So the variable can be multiplied in the brackets totally. So the variable can have to be multiplied with each and every variable which are there in the brackets. So A dot B plus C plus D can be written as A dot B plus A dot C plus A dot D, right? Now the next is AND law. So we are having AND laws in AND laws. Just hold for a second. In AND laws, oh. Yeah. So in AND laws, what is there? In AND laws, we are having four AND laws, right? So we have to multiply the variable with the same variable, that is A dot A, right? So A dot A is A, right? What it implies, if you put A as 0, then the output will be 0. If you put A as 1, the output will be 1. So A dot A is equal to A. Second, A dot A complement. So one of the variable will become 0. If A equal to 1, then A complement will become 0. If A equal to 0, then A complement will become 1. Right? So one of the variable is going to become 0. Therefore, the output is supposed to come at 0. So the second AND law is A dot A bar is equal to 0. Third is A dot 0. If you multiply any variable with 0, the output will be 0. So A dot 0 is 0. And the fourth one is if you multiply a variable with 1, what will be the output? So A dot 1 will be A. So whatever will be the variable, that is if it is 0, then the output will be 0. If that variable is 1, the output will be 1. Right? So A dot 1 is equal to A. Similarly, for OR operation, this is the fifth law, Boolean expression, that is OR laws. And in that also we have to multiply the same, we have to sum the same variables, like A plus A gives you A plus A bar will give you 1, means one of the terminal will be one at a time. So A plus A bar is equal to 1. In AND operation, it is A dot A bar is equal to 0. Yeah, A plus A bar equal to 1. A plus 0 is A and A plus 1 is 1 always. So these are four laws of OR and four laws of AND law, right? So we have completed 5 laws, and the last one is law of inversion, in which we say that if we have a variable with double complement, which will give you the variable again back, right? We have done it yesterday. So we were having two variables at a time, two complements at a time. So we have cancelled out each other, and we have written A double complement is equal to A only, right? So this is how, these are some of the expressions, and this is what we are expecting you to use when we'll design some circuits, or we'll use those for some say equations, to solve those equations and then to implement those circuits, right? So in the next class we are going to study some of these circuits by using these laws. I guess you have understood, and if you have any problems you can ask me on that. So anybody of you can unmute yourself and please reply on this. Have you understood these Boolean laws?
Yes, sir.
Uh, or else we'll have another 5 minutes, so we'll repeat it again, right? So I will be repeating it again for you. We are studying digital electronics. On that, in that we are trying to learn the Boolean expressions or Boolean laws, right? And in which I have say taught you five or six laws, in fact, six laws. For the first one is the commutative law. The commutative law states that the order of the variables, order of the terms in sum operation, or say in AND operation, can be changed. Right? I am repeating it for you again. Order of the variables in sum operation or say AND operation can be changed, right? So as shown over here, A plus B can be written as B plus A. Similarly, for AND operation, A dot B can be written as B dot A, right? So this is the first law, that is commutative law. The second law is the associative law. So any two variables, any two terms in OR operation or say in AND operation can be grouped. So this is for grouping of say the variables, right? So we might have two or three variables at a time, and then only we are able to group them. So any two terms in OR operation or say AND operation can be grouped. This is associative law, right? So the second law is associative law, in which we are expecting to group the variables. So any two terms can be grouped likewise. And I have shown you with the example, like we are using three variables, A plus B plus C, right, can be written as A plus B plus C. Similarly, in AND operation, we can write A dot B dot C can be written as A dot B dot C. So this is the second law, that is associative law. The third law is distributive law. The distributive law statement states that the factorization and multiplication of variables is possible. Factorization and multiplication of variables is possible. I'm repeating it for you again. Factorization and multiplication of variables is possible, right? Factorization and multiplication of variables is possible. So A dot B plus A dot C, it is written over here. So factorization means we can take A as common. So A is taken over here as common. A dot B plus C can be written like that. So that is factorization. And for multiplication, if we have an equation like this, if dot B plus C plus D, then this A is to be multiplied with all the variables inside that bracket. So A dot B plus A dot C plus A dot D. That is how I have written you. This is to just to show the example of that. The fourth law is the AND law. In this AND laws, we are having four sub laws. That is A dot A. That will give you A. A dot A will give you A. Second is A dot A bar, which will give you 0. So A dot A bar equal to 0. The third one is A dot 0 is 0. And the fourth one is A dot 1, right, will give you A. Again, I am repeating you four AND laws. A dot A is A dot A bar is 0, A dot 0 is 0, and A dot 1 is A. So these are four AND laws. Four OR laws are there. That is the fifth law of Boolean expression. So that is A plus A is A plus A bar is 1, A plus 0 is A, and A plus 1 is 1. So these are four equations again. A plus A is A plus A bar is 1, A plus 0 is A, and A plus 1 is 1. And the last is the law of inversion, that is A double complement is equal to A again, right? So this is A double complement. A double complement can be written as, say, A double complement can be written as A, right? So we get A again. So law of inversion states that the double inversion can be taken as cancel out each other, and the last the result is the same variable. So A double complement can be written as A. So I expect from my side that you have understood this Boolean laws. We are having 6 laws, and I'm expecting from your side that you should write it on your own. Try to write it on your own. I'm going to give you all the notes on that. So please be there. So if you have any questions, you can ask me, or we can sum up this class today. Anybody can unmute themselves, or you can ask if you have any doubts on that. So we'll be using this, and we'll be trying to implement some of the circuits by using these Boolean laws, right? And we'll be continuing that. So do you have any issues, any problems on this? I guess there are no problems, so we can end up the class over here. Let me conclude formally. Thank you very much for joining this class. And for more videos, go to my YouTube channel and keep watching. Hopefully, like those videos, share to for your friends and for your students who are keen to understand or learn in, electronics as such. So thank you very much for joining. Stay tuned, and be connected to that. I'll be uploading some more videos on this. Thank you very much for joining. Take care. Stay home. Stay safe.